Welcome to Prestige DIY Products. We'd like to introduce our new Building Center Easy Pick 1, 2, 3 program. Step 1 is to pick your Prestige column. Step 2 would be the convenience packaging of an installation kit. Step 3 is optional, is an add-on enhancement of the skirts. Our step 1 is to pick your column shaft that you desire for your residence. Pick between an 8-inch and 10-inch plain or recessed panel. We also have an 8-inch chamfer corner and also a tapered square. The tapered square is an 8 to 12 with a 4-foot and a 6-foot in the offering. First, you just want to make sure you have a nice open space so that you can do your setup. Some of the other items that you're going to want to have is a rubber mallet, a tape measure, a pencil. You may need a knife and a little bit of sandpaper, a quick square. And some of the optional use at the end of the install is caulking and a caulking gun and dab. We've chosen to use 2 separate pieces of equipment, so we have a hammer drill and a screw gun that we can do today's install. If you have a miter saw, this is the best piece of equipment to do a quick and easy resizing of your product. Today we're going to be installing our Prestige Flex column line. Today we have an 8-inch by 10-foot recessed panel. The first stage, we're going to open up the box. We're going to keep the carton so that it's a protective surface while we do our assembly. So let's go ahead and open it up. So cutting through the box, we're going to be cutting through on the back side, so we're not worried so much of affecting the finished face, because when we package, we put our good face to good face, only leaving the interior face of the column. So in this product line, this is an on-hand product line in some of your building centers that has the shaft only with an optional use of a 1-inch thick squaring corner. This happens to be the recessed panel. It also has an optional divider, and this allows you to create different looks or choose not to use it at all and end up having a full recessed panel or back to half-half layout. What we've done is we put a micro bevel on the edges so that you don't have to be concerned about having it lay out flush. You're simply, after the install, gonna put a little bit of weld-on adhesive on the backside and choose your selected area to press that in, and it'll be glued into position. I want to point out the innovation. It's our SmartLock column. That's allowing not to have any external fasteners on the finished face, thus moving this installation process to a completion much quicker than any other products that you'll see in the market space. So we're going to be going over to the area that we're going to do our install. We're going to measure our vertical height. We're going to keep in mind we're going to reduce that size by 1/4 of an inch so that we can allow for expansion contraction to happen. So we just finished measuring. We got a vertical height of 103 1/2 inches. We're going to reduce by 1/4 inch, as we mentioned. So because this is a recessed panel, we're going to lay that out twice. So we're at 103 1/2, and we're going to reduce that by 1/4 inch. So let's go to the chop saw and get this cut. Flip these end to end and go ahead and cut that, so now it'll be balanced on both ends, and we're ready for that cut. Let's go ahead now and lay up the adhesive, Weld-On 705. And we're going to use quite a bit. It'll act as a filler also if you happen not to get everything together. And we're running right down the inside flare, and I'm going to come back this way too. I can just lift this in, and then I'll be setting it up on both ends. I'm going to just make sure that the ends are flush, and a bit of a press, and then I'm going to work my way back and press that into a nice connection. A little bit of a hit to get it started. I'm going to tip it up on its edge. That'll allow me to now work the panel in from top to bottom. One more spot here, and now we're going to take it over. The install around the structural post will happen like swinging 2 doors together. And we've added the glue. We have adhesive running up these 2 flights on both halves. The next step, step 2, would be the convenience packaging of an installation kit. The installation kit also comes with a Prestige adhesive and the fasteners that are required for the installation. Also part of our solution in our column system is our skirt accent. we call a squaring L as our first part of our installation. The squaring L holds our column in its vertical alignment. The vertical alignment is to hold the column in its true level plane. The squaring corner is also part of the accent of the finished look. So we finished the installation of the Prestige Flex column, and now we have a decision to make if we want to utilize the optional 4-inch divider kit. You can use these and glue them into position. Use some of the tape from the outside corners to hold it while it's curing. Just decide if you want to have a reverse 2/3, 1/3, slide it up to 50/50, or you can go all the way up and have a nice estate look. Step 3 is optional, and in the step 3 you can enhance the column with a skirt package. All the Square product line have 6-inch high skirts, both in an 8-inch and 10-inch offering. We have a Craftsman skirt, a chamfered edge skirt, and a Tuscan skirt, making this available for a complete enhancement to your home. Okay, so we've pulled the adhesive backer off of number 1, 2, skipping 3, and number 4. We're going to put adhesive on 1/2 of each joint. Fold this back. Now we create a 90-degree corner, remembering that this one is going to allow us to slide across and make a connection, pushing firmly. Bring the miter around, bringing this one around, using this piece of tape intentionally provided to hold that in position. Okay, so we're going to use some DAP to seal this to give it a very nice closed-in look. You've now finished the installation of your Prestige Flex column. Our recessed panel gave you the versatility to use the dividers to create your own look for your residence. If you need any other information, go to our resource center at www.prestigediy to look at how to finish your products if you so choose to add paint. Thanks for your purchase and enjoy.